my dear friends. Welcome for the episode 8 of the Magic of Coding Phonics Kannada tutorial. A hearty welcome to all of you, and I thank you immensely for subscribing to our channel. Please share this with your friends who are willing to learn Kannada in English medium. So my dear friends, quickly subscribe and let's start today's class. And it is about, I told you in the previous episode, that we will have to understand how this brain works for a child or for any adult. And if this organ is not cooperating in learning Kannada, then we will have to surely understand then how can this cooperate? What can make this organ cooperate to learn Kannada or any other concept? So this is very important information, my dear friends. If you are a parent, if you are a teacher, or if you are a caregiver, then you must know how this organ works for a child. So I told you, in classroom, when we see children in our classroom, we see their physical bodies. Some are tall, some are short, some are plumpy, lean, thin, from North India, from East India. That doesn't matter. What matters is this organ. Everybody has this organ in different capacities, and it is not an inborn capacity, it is a developed capacity. So that is very, very important. And now if any learner or if any child wants to learn Kannada, then who should learn? Not the physical body, but this organ. This organ should learn Kannada. And when can this organ learn? When it is clear to the whole brain. So now I would like to throw some light on the concept of child psychology. We all talk about this and make sure that the way we teach in our classrooms is completely aligned with the child psychology. As Piaget suggested in his developmental theory, 0 to 2 years is sensory motor stage, where the child will learn anything on depending upon the senses and the motor skill, where the 5 sense organs give the input and the motory skills. So 2 to 7 years is the next development stage, which is called as pre-operational stage. So here the child will still rely on his senses to learn, the motors to learn with some logic. Now the child needs some understanding. Before going into the 3rd and 4th stage, the child needs to understand clearly, because the capacity of the brain is still in 2nd stage, that is pre-operational stage. So now we need to understand this. It becomes the child psychology. And how is child psychology related to this organ? Let me explain. So when I say feelings and emotions, which we say manasu in Kannada, so child psychology is makkala manoshastra. So psychology is the psychic feeling and emotion. And where do we find this in our body? Can we find that place which we can always refer as mind? Okay? Can we see mind in our body? It's heart, it's not mind. And this is brain. So we cannot identify the mind or feelings and emotions in our body. And if I have to give a closer example or a closer reference, that is inside this brain. So let me talk about it later, because I want you to understand that the child psychology and the brain development is interconnected. How? Let me explain this for you. So all of us have this brain which has evolved from the reptilian age. So after reptiles, it is only then the vertebrates came. So this brain is being constantly evolving in every progressing generations. So from reptilian brain, we have a part of that still in us, in our brain. So the hind brain, when you touch, when you feel, the major portion, the large chunk of this brain is the reptilian brain, and this reptilian brain always wants to be safe. It doesn't want to take anything that confuses this part. So this brain, reptilian powerful brain, always needs to feel safe. And after that, when the evolution progressed, the next evolution and development happened in the emergence of mammalian brain. Yes, when I said mind, it is here because it is the mammalian brain which generates emotions, which generates feelings, which support us enormously. So after reptilian brain and the mammalian brain, then evolved this new brain, that is neocortex brain. Come on, touch your forehead and feel. Yeah, you're feeling now? So that is the new brain that has evolved in recent years, and now this is the most powerful brain, part of the brain. And if I have to give you some relevance, so let us consider this as a family. The reptilian brain becomes the father, head of the family. I don't know to what extent today it holds truth, but vice versa you change if things are different in your place, okay? So the reptilian brain forms the powerful brain which makes all the decisions, just like our father at home, isn't it? So like a father, like head of the family, this is the head of the brain, makes all the decision, is very, very powerful, is very, very dominating. And then the middle, mammalian brain is just like a sweet, calm mama who is full of love, emotions and feelings. So this mammalian brain always supports us with feelings and emotions. And if I want to link or connect the child psychology, then it is with this organ. That is the mammalian brain. So child psychology and mammalian brain are very closely connected. And next, this neocortex brain, which is the newest member, is the child of the family. So even in your family, when you see who is the most intelligent person, the little one, right? Because he is born with more evolved brain than you and me. So now this is the child who must learn Kannada language. And in previous episode, we discussed there are more than 700 characters which this brain should learn. And we know the result also. Children are struggling, children are failing, children are getting confused. Why? Because this brain is getting confused, especially majorly the reptilian brain is confused while learning Kannada, and that is the reason it is not cooperating to learn this language, creating all the problems. So let me give you an example. Look at this equation. This is our favorite equation. K plus A is equal to K. This is how we start the Vyanjanakshara, okay? And I told you at the age of 5 when the child is learning this, the child is still in the second stage, that is pre-operational stage. He cannot understand this equation. How can he understand what is the swara? How did that get integrated into a letter? These things are beyond the capacity of the brain. The brain cannot understand. And once the reptilian brain sees this and say, no, ye to kuch dal mein kala hai. This is something fishy. I will not agree. Reptilian brain will not agree. And you want to experience this? Look at this now. What is this? Triangle plus square is equal to a circle. If I am your maths teacher and if I demonstrate this equation, will you agree, my dear friend? Tell me, will you agree with this equation? That means who is saying no? It is not your face, it is not your eyes. Your brain is refusing this information. Your brain is not ready to take this information because it doesn't look the visual, the senses, eye is being used, and the information that the eye gave, the brain is not ready to take. Now look here, one more equation. Triangle plus square is something new like this. Will this brain agree? Will you agree? Somewhat, okay, better than the first one. You say yes means your brain is saying yes, this is somewhat is relatable. Not that much dal mein kala. This is still somehow relatable. Triangle plus square is this new shape. Right? So now who denied learning and who agreed with the concept is this organ. So now we all need to understand, if we want the child or any learner to learn Kannada, then please keep this in mind, okay? Once the reptilian brain see the confusion in this Kannada equation, it becomes very logical. It dominates and make the mammalian brain withdraw the support in learning, creating fear, creating anxiety, creating unwillingness, creating hopelessness for the neocortex brain, who should learn this concept. Now neocortex brain has no emotional support from mama, has no logical support from papa, that is mammalian brain and reptilian brain, and this chotu bacha, the most powerful bacha who should read, who should understand, will fail here. Now did you understand how aligning the reptilian brain, the mammalian brain and the neocortex brain is so important in learning not only Kannada, anything. My dear friends, if you are watching this video till here, please put it in comment how important is this, and is it a bulb-on moment for you to understand, oh my God, is this how brain works in learning anything, whether it is Kannada, English, GK, science, social, maths, moral science, anything? The brain, all the three parts should be aligned. The logical brain should understand the logic, and it should ask the mammalian brain to create emotions and feelings, to be strong, to be willing to learn a language, and it is then the neocortex brain will learn like this. So this is very, very important information, because from next episode, that is episode number 9, we shall try to understand at each level that we discussed with the basic concepts, what is the challenges that is existing, where is this brain getting confused and not cooperating to learn Kannada. So it is going to get very, very interesting and exciting, and I don't want you to miss our videos, our tutorials. So please click on the bell icon, my dear friends. You will have to do that to get the notification. So please click on the bell icon, subscribe, and please don't forget to share. So many of them are struggling to learn this language, and Coding Phonics TV Kannada will bring this language in the most easiest, fastest and simplest way. Till then, I wish each one of you a very, very happy learning. Tata, bye bye. See you in the next episode.